obviously I'm going to bring one to you now. I want to bring the classic games back. As I said, it's something that I think people like, and I think why people like the community games is because, you know, normally newer players, they don't do predictable things. Well, all of these games, all these classic games that people seem to like and remember are these non-meta strategies. So I'm going to bring a couple things to you right now. Again, forgive me, I worked a long day today. It is very late, so my style might be a little bit different. Also, chat, let me know. Let me know what you think of the snow on the overlay. That obviously won't be in-game, but I feel like that's a nice touch for winter. Let's see. Let's see what this game will hold for us. There's actually two I plan on doing tonight, but I'm not sure exactly how long they are. I do know kind of what they'll be like, but it's always hard with recorded games, because with recorded games, normally you can't use the spec dashboard, you can use the spec overlay, but I don't know the players' names or anything. Okay, guys, here we go. This is a 3v3. Okay, 3v3. I figured it out. It's a 3v3, and it's a classic 3v3, so let me try and figure out what the teams are. It's very hard for me to figure this out, but I just did that. So, in the teal, we have Sprite Brit playing as the Mongols. In the yellow, we have Vindaloo Brit. It looks like this is an old clan. Forgive me if I'm unaware of it. Vindaloo's playing as the Spanish. In the orange, we have English, and he's playing as the Huns. Quick note, you will see on the right hand side there's 7 players. That means that somebody is co-oping with teal. I don't know exactly who's controlling this, so it could be Keen, but I'm just gonna call him Sprite. Now, the other team in the blue is Mifune, and PL Clan is actually, well, there are still some players around now today that go by that tag. And the red is Peel. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not red. Poziomek, and I might just go by colors, guys. And then we have Peel here in the red. So Spanish for red, and magenta is Huns. If I didn't touch on blue civs, he's Mongols. So same civilizations. This is Arabia. This is Iraq. And let's speed it up a little bit. Looks like it's very open maps, as you can see. Gold on the right hand side for teal. He does have some wood lines on the back. A deer here can lure in stones that are somewhat secure. Can be a little bit important as Mongols in the later game. Looking at blue, who's up against him. Gold on the back, which is nice. Woodline on the right hand side. This woodline's not the best for him, but very open on the front. So you can see this is going to be a very high pressure game, especially with the civilizations we have. We have Mongols and Huns. Two civilizations known for going for scouts, and oh my gosh, look at Orange's base over here. Look at this. This is even worse. I'm just kind of panning around. I'm not going in any particular order now. Look at this. This is his best wood line. His golds, his stones, all exposed. This wood line is useless. An awful map. One of the worst maps I've seen. I feel like we've been seeing bad maps lately, but this isn't even live, so I just happened to choose one. Now, might as well look at yellow now, and for a pocket, it's pretty good. Woodline on the right, woodline on the back, resources on the back if he needs it. He is Spanish, so this stone on the back is nice if he ever wants to go conquistadors. Gold here as well. Alright, so meanwhile over at blue's base, he's luring in his boar. And keep in mind, blue is Mongols on the flank, and he has all that deer, which is very nice for him. He might be going scouts, that is my guess, with all that extra food. Red on this side. Well, he's Spanish, and with that woodline on the left and all his resources right here, we might expect a drush, but again, I don't know what the build orders are. We'll have to see. This is a very different time. Build orders were very different. Also, I'll probably get the question, what skill level are the players? I'm honestly not sure. I'm guessing around 1700 Vubli. That is just a guess. And back then, that was not as good as it is nowadays. What? Look how far— what? Look how far English went for his wood. That's closer to yellow's TC, or at least— yeah, I'm pretty sure if we were to count the tiles somehow, that's closer to yellow's TC. Look at that. That's his wood line. He didn't go back here. That's incredible. I've never seen that before. That's awful. That is devastating to his economy to have to run that far. I cannot believe that. Craziness. Chris the Wizard, there's no song request, man. I'm casting a game. Sorry about that. A song request I will do sometimes when I'm playing a game. But yeah, it just does not make sense to do that while I'm casting a game. You want to get this stuff to YouTube, obviously, and I need to focus on the game. But yeah, I think the maps being so open, players need to decide, like, what they're gonna do. And it has to be high aggression. And when you have a map this bad, you definitely need to go scouts. A drush is not fast enough. You need to get off and running fast. So we'll see how it goes. It actually looks like the pocket on the bottom team side, or the PL team, has just lost his scout here, which is not good. Communicating with Blue, and Blue is not going to run into that TC. But there's definitely some communication, like they're signaling. They're saying, hey, I did see them talking in the chat, something I cannot understand. Saying, hey, this is where this guy's located, and you can see the front's kind of exposed. His main goal there. Things we talked about. But we're getting to 22 villagers, 23 villagers, 21, depending. And around that time where players will cook up to the feudal age. Holy deer from Blue, though. This is just Viper map packs. Seriously. This is insane. I don't know why he is not on his way up yet, but again, I'm just guessing on the skill level, and this is a long time ago as well, so with no one on the way up, let me double check. Yeah, no one's on the way up. Oh yeah, this is a good sign of their skill level as well. We can just determine that they're probably lower rated than I first assumed. So probably now, I guess, maybe 1300 on Boobly. You can see that they don't have idle time on their TC, it's just that their build orders are a lot different. We'll have to see what happens here, but Sprite Brit is on his way up, and if you look at his population, it shows Keen on the dashboard. He's at 23 vills, so not too bad. But definitely has Mongols a lot later than you normally see. Just the little things you can kind of tell their level, like the wood lines. You can notice like there's villagers all on the right side, which is not too efficient. But still, we're gonna have to figure out like what the play is here. It looks like Teal's gonna build a barracks there and go scouts. Tommy says, when Zero Empires quit, I discovered you and I felt so happy to find you. Now he's back, but I'll keep following you. You are awesome. Good to hear that, Tommy. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for being here tonight. Whoa! What? Whoa! What is this from Blue? This is a lot of villagers. In fact, how many vills does he have? Real quick, 28 vills. He hasn't even clicked up, so he has 5 there and 1 here. So he's sending 22 vills forward. This is crazy. I cannot believe this. He's gonna send villagers forward. Now, I need to go to Teal's point of view fast. And it's Sprite, I have to remember that. He's going with what I assume is Man-at-Arms, however, he's not on gold, so again, goes back to skill level. Not gonna be able to research Man-at-Arms. He's gonna then go into skirmishers, but Blue is here with, what? With villagers? This is not something you see every day. Meanwhile, on this side, what's happening? I don't see much. Whoa! What is this? Why is the pocket here as well? This is not something you do. How many villagers are here in total? I didn't even see on the minimap all these villagers running forward from the Hun pocket. Poor Teal. I feel so bad for the guy. Like, they were communicating. We talked about it. Do you remember when Purple lost his scout here, and then Blue, like, kind of had his scout next to the gold? Like, they were talking, and now they're gonna just rush this TC with vills. Now, there's only 5 vills in the TC. It'd be stupid to actually attack the TC. But look at this. They're attacking underneath it. They're fighting underneath it. They destroyed 2 buildings. Teal is forced to fight with villagers. He has nothing to defend now. This is insane. This is Teal's military. I cannot believe this. Now, realistically, Teal's team should be in a good position because... okay. Still confused, but Teal's team should be in a good position because they can get to the castle age faster. Even in the feudal age, they can push and they can just kill everything, send units over here and just kill it all. But they have to be able to communicate. Teal is trying to build a tower there. That's not going to happen. He really is out of this game. He needs to rely on his teammates. Red, on this side, actually, believe it or not, the only PL team member not going with the villager war is fast castling. He's on his way up to the castle age with a very good time. He's being pressured by the other flank. And again, we said the flanks were a little bit slow. There's a tower there. Get your T90 towers in the chat, guys. From orange, but there's already a counter tower from red. I'm gonna look at red's point of view when I can. I still want to follow the villagers here. This is insane. Teal is just fighting with villagers. I mean, how often do you see? I've never seen this before, so I mean, the answer is you only see this once. This is the only time you'll probably ever see this. In the description, I knew something was going to happen with villagers, but I didn't realize it would be this crazy. Certainly fun to see wild games like this. But it's important for the PL team that red is able to defend. That's a lot of trash. He obviously is looking to be on stone. Maybe to go conquistadors. Let's look at his point of view. Well, he doesn't really have the stone. In fact, he could lose some villagers here to just trash. He will be in the castle age. He will need some stone, I think, for a TC, but maybe he can do something when he's in the castle age. Meanwhile, it looks like still fighting the good fight. Blue and purple going after the archer range, which Teal has built. And Teal, I'm looking at the population of Teal. He's at 27 villagers. If there's a way to calculate the idle time, it would not be good. I mean, look at this. I mean, even some laning over here. Palisade walls around the stone. This is just a messy, messy sight on the left, but yellow is sending scouts. Now, yellow was the pocket player, so yellow actually sent scouts to help clean this up. Knights would have been much more effective. He chose to go with a feudal attack, but still suicide, really, once the scouts get massed. And it looks like Teal will get a tower up, which will protect his farms, I guess. Man, what crazy play over here. Now, some laming from Art. This is just the cheesiest game I've ever seen. Now Orange is running in and he's gonna wall off some resources. I mean, regardless of skill level now, this is gonna be very interesting. He's just gonna wall in the villagers. Red's in the castle age. He's not doing much. Villagers around fighting still. Actually, no, I lied. I mean, that one's running away, but I'm pretty sure Purple has lost most of his villas. But he was producing villagers back at home. He's on his way to the feudal age now, guys. Now he's gonna wall up. So it's not like they just wanted to suicide this. That was a legitimate strategy. Like, they're actually going to try and do something. Blue was in the feudal age, of course, during that attack. Wow, this is insane. And also an insane trash push from Orange, and to be honest, that's a pretty smart move to wall up the stone. But man, that's a lot of trash, and enough to pick off villagers apparently, because he just did that. Good thing for Red is that he was able to get another TC up. He actually has villagers pumping. Red is the danger man for the Brit team, the team that looks to have dealt with the villager battle for now, as there's one villager still remaining here, laming everything. He's gonna wall up the lumber camp. Is he gonna successfully wall up this lumber camp too? Unbelievable. The danger for this team, for Teal's team, is there's a castle age player, and that castle age player has 2 TCs and he's booming up. And there's a tower here from Orange now. He's just gonna be annoying with those 4 villas he sent forward. But this is just a wild game. Starting off with a vill rush at the 5th minute. Something like that. And yeah, that lumber camp was not successfully walled off, but good attempt. It looks like villagers going to be relocated anyway. Hello to everybody saying hello to me, by the way. Good to see you here. To those of you that maybe are curious about my internet connection, I made some changes. I think now, if it goes out, it's just gonna make my stream drop. Like, period. It's just gonna go bloop and go down. instead of like dropping frames, which is good. Hoping for the best. The only way to find out is just to stream, right? But yeah, glad to have you guys here. Red is going for a huge boom, and look at the Vil difference. He's at 44 Vils, and the other players in the other team have yet to click up the castle. I think Red is potentially in a position to carry his team back into this, believe it or not. It's still very hard to say. I mean, these guys have such fragile economies. They're so open. Just a couple knights could kill them. Really. Ploop. Ploop, yep. Actually, looks like the scouts did come over to Blue's woodline and do some damage, and I missed that. But Yellow finally is on his way to the Castle Age. Like I said earlier, I think it was a poor decision to go for the scouts. It really delayed his Castle Age time. But he's on stone, so he will go for Conquistadors, I assume. And Red is going to need to be pressured, I think. At this rate, he's going for a 5th town center. He's even going to put a TC here so he can get his gold back. Orange even built a blacksmith up here. Once he puts the TC here, he'll probably just garrison the villagers and kill that tower. I'm just still amazed that Orange is producing trash. Like, that's a large population. 46 military in the feudal age. That's not easy to do, actually. It's definitely not easy to get to the Castle Age when you're doing that, but he is applying enough pressure where maybe Yellow can come over and annoy things. I did notice just now that Blue has a villager up top. 16 HP villager building houses. What's his plan with that? Well, we'll have to see later on. But, you know, like I said in the intro to this, non-meta strats is what you guys like to see. And so, non-meta strats, if you can call this a strat, is what I brought you. And with the pocket player and flank player on the PL team doing a Vil rush in the Dark Age, Feudal Age, I have brought you something different. Something that I've never seen before. And Red, how many TCs is he going to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the definition of a boom, really. And you never want to do this. You never want to do it because it slows down your imp time, but he's probably thinking, hey, I really need to protect my economy because there's so many skirmishers and towers and spears and whatnot. And also Yellow could come over, and Yellow is actually building a castle on the left-hand side. And of course, without Red's help, Blue cannot do anything against this. I think Yellow could kill Blue and could kill Purple. It was a very good effort by Blue, if you could call it that, in Purple, but poof, it's not looking good. And again, we need to see Red in this game. I mean, Red is the interesting element here. He's the comeback element. If Red was in a similar position to his teammates, there would be no conversation. This game would be over. There's so much military surrounding him. Even if he had Conquistadors, he wouldn't be able to defend this. He really just has to raid the other players. This castle goes up here. Not sure what Blue's plan is. Knights coming out from Yellow as well. Looks like Blue actually sent some archers in. Missing a few things, but I mean, archers are not going to do anything against Yellow's Knights. And Yellow's Conquistadors also going to be very, very difficult to deal with. As the Siege Workshop goes up, and Yellow's like, you know what? You're going to try to Vil rush me. I'm going to do the correct thing, and I'm going to use some Castle Age military. But Orange is just a madman. Like, seriously, he is the trash man. He is the trash collector. And now he's putting a tower up here as well. I think Orange is the most impressive player on his team because he has suffocated this guy. I mean, he still needs to get to the Castle Age, but he's just suffocated Red, like, so much. It's almost impressive. If he were to upgrade these to Elite Skirmisher and to Pikemen, that would be devastating if he added some siege behind it. Like, Red has a lot of villagers, but he's been constantly relocating them. Red's at 102 Vils, though. And keep in mind, something I didn't say is that Red is actually the Spanish player. Something that maybe you may not have thought of either. Red being Spanish, I don't want to say it, because he's still far away from the Imperial Age. But maybe in 5-10 minutes, if he gets to the Imperial Age, he could also go for villagers to push this back. I mean, he doesn't have any military. If he goes for military, he's verse trash. It's very difficult to do that because you have to task the villagers. But red is really doing nothing right now except booming. And we have seen it before, obviously, in this game. And maybe that is the strategy this team is choosing to use. Obviously, blue has to defend this somehow, some way. Orange is on the way to the Castle Age, though, and credit to him. Look at that. Like, it doesn't look like he has much here. It's just that he's investing everything he gets into military. Even has a ton of spearmen back here in defense. But he doesn't need to defend, and he's building more towers. This is nuts. Alright, Conquistadors and Battering Rams here. Knights coming out from purple. Purple's economy is still behind everybody else's, actually. He's at 36 villas, but seeing as he's in the Castle Age, technically he's behind blue because he has the Castle Age researches, and blue would have to click up to that Castle Age and delay his TC. And honestly, blue is gonna struggle here. He has castles on his face, on his ranges. He will lose his ranges. He will probably lose a wood line once Conquistadors come around. And red is on his way to the Imperial Age now. I'm not sure which town center it is. He has about half a dozen. I'm sorry, like 3 dozen. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to go down. That's it. And I'm guessing we're going to see Sappers and Supremacy. He has a castle. He does not have a barracks. This is going to be a pretty interesting thing to see because there are a lot of military units from Orange, and Orange is actually upgrading them now in the Castle Age, which is going to be hard to deal with. Keep in mind, like, villagers are not military units, so like once you, like, if you grab these villagers and then you right click this unit, once that villager or that unit dies, sorry, then you have to retask them constantly, while military units just auto attack. A lot easier. But Spanish villagers are no joke, man. They are no joke. And apparently the PL team just has a thing for Vill rushes. I don't know if there was some history between these teams or what. As blue, like, repairs his only town center. Maybe he's trying to make his way to the Castle Age, but there must be some history behind this, and maybe they were a little bit cocky going into this, and red is just gonna, he's probably talking. I don't know what they're communicating on right now. They were talking in chat at one point, but let's say they're on voice chat. He's like, no, you know what, YOLO, we're gonna continue with the Vill rush, because he has 153 Vills. He's going full Vill rush and full TC as well, so he's gonna continue to boom up his economy, so when he loses villagers he can create more. Supremacy just came in, so now if you look at the villagers, well, it hasn't come in yet, I'm sorry, it's at 40%. You can watch this villager. Let's get a full HP one. Look at the mini-map, and you can see the stats rise. Not the mini-map. This down here. This down here. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. There's other things to look at. Come on, Supremacy. We gotta focus on other areas of the map. There we go. 3+6, and the defense will improve with Sappers. Wait, no. No. It will not. I lied. Oh, raiding from yellow. How many villagers is he going to kill here? This is a pretty good move from yellow. I think his one mistake is that he hung around at blue for too long. Forgive me, I'm forgetting what Sappers is for a moment. Blacksmith upgrades apply to vills. No, they don't. That's actually a an upgrade you see in African kingdoms. I believe that's Incas? I could be wrong. Here comes the Vill rush though. And the knights are going to be very, very strong there. Yellow has not killed blue's TC. Blue has not clicked up to the Castle Age. I think all the focus, as yellow's rating is getting pushed away, is on red, who has villagers here, believe it or not. And he can, with Sappers, destroy buildings a lot faster. 80 HP, 3+6 attack. What's he doing? Hold on, where's yellow's imp TC? No way. No way! Can he... If he destroys this TC with Sapper Villagers, I will lose my mind. If he destroys the MTC with Sapper Villagers, I will... What? Can he do it? Are you kidding me? If he pulls this off, this will be the craziest thing I've ever seen. What? Are you kidding me? I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that somebody actually did this once in Age of Empires. I would have never thought of that. I would have never thought of that possibility. Red ran like 20 villagers through the guy's economy past someone else's economy just for that purpose. And now he's sending in more villagers. I cannot believe that. That's insane. Oh my word. Oh man, and now the Vil Rush just keeps going. Guys, just appreciate what you just witnessed. We knew a Vil Rush was coming, but he's gonna destroy everything, and yellow is not even in the Imperial Age. Like, this thing on the right side is a lie because the TC was destroyed. Now he's rebuilding the TC. This is insane. That was so clutch. Oh man, look at the score difference now. I cannot believe that. 195 Vils from red. And without production buildings, yellow is unable to defend. Even a castle will not be enough. And he still needs to click up to imp somewhere safe. Somewhere safe. As you can see, red has to task all these villagers, but he is doing that. Teal's coming over to try and help out. Just look how strong these villagers are. Man. And red is just creating Vil after Vil after Vil after Vil after Vil. Did he lose his resources? No. The resources go right back to him, but he queued up a ton of knights. So he's going for the castle now. I think this castle will go down if these villagers come out from red as well, but he's having trouble focusing. Man, this is insane. Meanwhile, it looks like a push from orange. The game looks as though it's lagging for me, so due to my recent internet troubles, I'm getting a little bit worried. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I apologize, but I want to look at PC usage and things like that because I would hate for something like this to drop, obviously. I'm just still not sure what's causing the internet drops at my new apartment. So anyway, PC usage looks fine. That castle is actually going to stay up for now, and red is just going to continue to run in. And with more villagers coming in, the repairs have to come in on the castle, and it's going to be close. I'm not sure why this is lagging so much. It's not my PC. I'm not dropping frames. I'm watching OBS, so I have a feeling it's the game. So, my bad, guys, because these villagers are... It looks like they're dropping frames. Red has been everywhere over here, and I've somewhat missed that. He's destroying town centers. And orange is going to struggle as well. Red is the only military for his team, though, and he's actually sacrificing an awful lot against this castle. He's down to 166 villagers, which is a lot, but it is his military. I don't know if it is the AoE game engine. We'll have to see. I'm very skeptical because my service just tends to drop at very weird points. So I don't know I don't know what it is, but that castle's going to stay up for now. Red is just wasting so much time attacking, and now he's going to run out here and he's going to attack this town center again. It's getting to the point where once yellow hits the Imperial Age finally, which he will do, he's at 68 pop. If he can somehow hold on, get some help from Teal, who seems to be untouched, then maybe with Elite Mangudai from Teal, as he does have some decently upgraded Mangudai, Castle Age upgrades have actually come in, then I think that the Brit team can come back into this. Keep in mind that blue has been struggling as he pushes out now. Dave, that's completely incorrect. It's completely incorrect. because that's not what happened like 25 times before. But yeah, Blue's gonna push out now with these battering rams, and I was incorrect, just like Dave was, because he doesn't know what my internet issues are. He hasn't troubleshooted it for 8 hours this weekend. Nice little cheap shot there, comparing it to the Age of Empires game. Yeah, those castles are gonna go down. Blue's doing a good job of pushing out, and Teal is actually over here trying to clean this up. I think Red needs a backup plan. Definitely needs a backup plan. The villagers seem to be the wrong plan. Orange is actually down here, and he's pushing in with rams, gonna try and destroy the economy, which of course again is the military from Red. Villager from Blue's no longer there. I do realize that. I've been looking over there time and time again, but Red's still not giving up. Mangadai just getting Bracer. Gonna really help out. Mangadai, Elite Mangadai is probably the perfect solution to the Vill Rush. Probably all these villagers will die from Red. He's now at 141 villagers, so he is losing a lot of vills. He's gonna go for this castle again, which again is a stupid decision. Yellow is just surviving and just relying on Teal. What Red should do is attack the repair villagers. He hasn't done that like the first 4 times, and Yellow actually could lose the castle. He has to repair it with more. It's going to be very close. I'm acting as if this castle is very important. I really don't think it is, because Yellow's struggling regardless, but it's at 253, 275. It's kind of raising, and I think that Yellow will keep this up, and Red will lose the villagers. Red's being very stubborn, and Teal is going to come over and help out. Very smart adjustment from Yellow. That's half his economy right there. Half of his economy. Just repairing that. This is idle. This is idle. He probably rang the town bell and has been freaked out, not expecting this. Blue is here with some knights and crossbows. His main army's actually running in right now. He has rams. Blue's in the Castle Age. And Purple, who we haven't talked about in a long time, is here. Playing as Huns, of course. And he is going to be in the Imperial Age. I assume he's going to be going with Hussars. That's going to be a huge help, because Red has been the only person raiding the economy with Spanish villagers. Blue's running away. Weak Knight's not going to do too much. Teal seems to be... Again, we don't know the skill level of the players, but I think Teal has definitely overreacted. I think he may have even rung the town bell because of that army. But with Mangadai, I definitely favor him. Needs some more upgrades, but Blue's gonna put a castle on his face. Blue is also Mongols. Question is, can Blue actually get that castle up? And meanwhile, over here, Red is pushing it again, and so many villagers! This has been the theme of the game. I'm not sure what the title of this should be on YouTube, but I'm sure we'll have villager in it. That TC's going down. There's nothing that can stop it. Orange. Well, let's look at the populations of the Brit team. Teal is at 138, Orange is at 149, and Yellow is at 68. It was really not great. And Orange still not in the Imperial Age, gonna lose that TC. Red is sending so many villagers. Red might be sending as many villagers as Orange has to attack. I'm sure he'll send more. Look at that. The next batch of villagers coming right up. Title, who needs military? Yeah, you guys can give me title recommendations. But military production building's obviously important. We saw that with Yellow. He was unable to produce knights because he lost his stables. We even saw in the very beginning when Teal first lost his barracks and his range. So, you know, Red taking out these production buildings really, really smart. It's just we don't see it with villagers every day. We don't see raiding on woodlines with villagers every day. We don't see villagers running underneath the town center to attack a crossbow every day. It's actually going for the TC instead. But look at the damage 3 villagers do. Like, if he doesn't garrison that town center, those villagers could take it down. And Red's gonna do just that, because I don't think Orange realizes what's going on. And that TC will go down. Do not underestimate Spanish villagers. This castle's gone up for Blue, but it will go right down. Teal has the trebuchet out. I don't think Blue has the military to back this up. Unless he has anything back home. I don't think he does. It looks like Hussars are now here from the pocket for PL. and that's just going to be devastating. Of course, villagers, they destroy buildings faster than hussars, apparently, but the hussars just kill vills so fast, and they're so mobile. Red even ran over here and found this TC, and you know what? Once he caught a taste of that, he's coming back for more. This time, Orange, since it's like his only TC he has left, he's going to garrison. But I think Red will find it, and he will take it down. He's back up to 191 villagers, and he's sending more! Man, I need a drink. What is he doing here? Well, Town Bell from Yellow. We've seen that time and time again. Again, guys, don't ring the Town Bell. You want to just garrison, like, villagers that are close to the area you're being attacked. But Red is going to attack this castle, and then he's going to attack this castle. And with no supporting military, well, there are some conquistadors. With no real supporting military, I think Red could do this. He's not attacking the repair villagers on this castle, so that's going to be difficult. But on this castle, I think he will get it down. It's so hard to make predictions on a crazy game like this, but Orange is in a rough spot. This TC's idle. This one's getting raided. He doesn't recognize that. Over here, he does have an economy. Teal, still the only hope for his team, I think. Red is just tearing it up. And like I said, this castle will go down. The conks will go down. Just a wild game. I think Yellow was just so scared of the villagers coming in, he built the castle, but he underestimated the strength of the Spanish villagers as Red runs in, and he will probably destroy everything Yellow has at this rate. Teal has to make a decision, like, do I fight Blue, who is now massing military, even though it's Castle Age military, or do I go help? And the answer is go help, but I don't know if he can help everywhere now. Orange is down to, he's actually at 105 pop, believe it or not. But he has 23 of the villagers, 23 of the 50 villagers he has idle. And I'm not sure where the rest of his population is. Is it down here with crossbows? Okay. Probably not worrying Red too much. Every time Red loses a villager, which are super beefed up, by the way, they're like Arnold Schwarzenegger villagers. Anytime he loses an Arnold villager, he just makes another one. So I don't think he's too worried about this. He hasn't even made a siege workshop. Red's running out again. He's gonna destroy Yellow's TC. Still no help from Teal. Teal does not know what to do. Hussar's coming in. Blue's probably thinking about attacking, but it's interesting he's attacking in the Castle Age, because he's investing like chainmail armor, for example, on the pikemen. Not something you normally see, which is the theme of this game. And all the classic games I do. But that is delaying his Imperial Age time. And oh man, Yellow's trying to run everything away, and he's running into Hussars, and now Red's coming as well. Oh man, Yellow, I don't know. I think he still has an equal up here, but he's gonna lose a ton of villagers here. All the Hussars and Spanish villagers. And Teal's actually gonna lose access to that gold as well. This is wild. Now Teal, he's like, you know what? I need this gold. I'm gonna come over and help out now. And he's gonna do just that. As you can see, the Mangudai do a great job versus the villagers. And I don't think Red should be able to fight just the villagers. The Hussars, well, it's gonna make it more difficult for sure. Just suicide from Red, but that's what he's been doing all game. He's also over here destroying things. He's destroyed Yellow's TC. Like, if he destroys Yellow's mining camps or lumber camps, he already destroyed a mining camp, then he can't even collect these resources. He doesn't even need to go for the vills. Blue is pushing in. I missed that. He has the pikeman. He's on his way up to the Imperial Age as well. Recognizing that Teal has ran away. Sending in battering rams. Red is even here underneath this TC. Like, poor Orange. I feel so bad for Orange because he was doing so well in the beginning, I thought. Guess not well enough. Red has just outclassed them. As Hussars come in, Teal's coming back. Title suggestion, no border control. Trump's 2016. Oh man. Yellow's the first to resign. He's had enough. A couple blue light cav even coming over. And a wolf gonna attack red as he's for some reason running back here. I was hoping a wolf was gonna be attacking yellow or orange or teal to add insult to injury, but I think teal is the last hope. I think that hope is pretty much gone right now, and it will be more obvious to him once he loses this castle. How many TCs is red on at this point? We will definitely check when this game ends, if it ends, because of course teal could come back, right? I don't know. I mean, the map control is ridiculous from the PL team, mainly because the villagers and hussars are everywhere. Orange, he's like rebuilding a TC here. He has nothing else. Couple villagers coming over. I mean, this should be over. That castle's going down. This TC will go down. And teal, for the first time, is probably thinking, like, again, imagine if they're talking to one another. Teal's probably so pissed off at his teammates. He's like, man, you suck. And now he's like, okay, you know what? I understand. We're all good now. And now Orange resigns. Man, I have a tickle in my throat from that one moment when Red sent everything forward and killed that imp TC. That's seriously, like, I can't believe that happens. Basically just waiting for teal to resign now. He has less population than orange has, and there's the lack of a GG. That's the end of the game. Holy cow, or holy, as Dave would say. I mean, red... that was the Trail of Tears. It was a successful Trail of Tears right there. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. Meat Man, thank you so much for that sub, man. See the woo-woo-woos in the chat, guys. Is that a new strat for me? No. I don't think that strat is normally effective, and that's what makes it exciting. Let's take a look at how many TCs red has. There's one here. There's one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm pretty sure that's it. Now, let's go back through the TCs. I'll toggle through them. Look how many vills he has queued up in each one. And then look how much food he has. He's 4k food already. There's 12 there, 7 here, 10 here, 9 there, 12 there, none there, 13 here. Like, he has a ton of vills queued up. So, like I said, his game plan was essentially just to kill everything, get his economy to the point where he can reproduce villagers after they die. I've actually, it's on my YouTube. I had a poor mic and I was a sucky caster. But yeah, there's a game where Tyrant Slam actually played Gracie and Smarthy, who are two noob players who are active in the community and mods on my stream. Very nice people. And he literally just boomed his Spanish and made 1 million TCs and did just this. But this is certainly more exciting, I think. It was just crazy. Just crazy. And what a fantastic game. I think it wouldn't have been as good if yellow wouldn't have done that with the MTC. I mean, if red wouldn't have killed yellow's MTC. Because like, that moment actually changed the game. If yellow could have gotten some Imperial Age technologies, then it could have been different. Like, we'll never know. So that was very, very nice. And of course, when someone loses their Imperial Age upgrade, it's a huge deal. And the fact that he sent villagers all the way from down here to there, it was, and right to it, it was just insane. It's almost as if it was stream cheating, but this is played so long ago, it's impossible. Crazy. Alright, here are the achievements. I want to see the kill death ratio from red. There you go. Look at the units lost, but look at the buildings raised. And look at the largest army. 1. His largest army was his starting scout, guys. He didn't even cheat. What a legend you are, Mr. Peel. I wonder if this guy still plays. I wonder if he'll see the video. I don't know. But well done. Here you go. Food collected, wood collected. No surprise with the food. Look at that. That's crazy. If you add up the food from blue and from purple, who were the allies, then that amounts to the food of red. So he was just so far ahead of everybody. All right, guys. 200 villager high. Great game, great game.